In this, I'll be showing you a palm rest repair for a Lenovo 100e Gen 4. The tools required for this repair are the screwdriver from the AGP Toolkit using the PZ0 Phillips head, as well as metal pliers, also found in the toolkit, and a flat-headed metal spudger. I also have a grounding bracelet to prevent static electricity. First, you'll start by removing the bottom screws and the bottom cover. Take the metal spudger, insert it at the corner, and twist while everything pops out. And the bottom cover will pop right off. To start, you'll want to unplug the battery. Disconnect it, slide it straight out as to not damage the pins for the battery port on the motherboard or in the battery itself. The battery for this unit is held in with 4 screws, here, 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 and here. Just start unscrewing. Then the battery will slide right out. Now we're going to disconnect the touchpad. Here, we'll flip up the connector and lift and pull the cable right out. Same thing with the daughter board. Flip up, right out. And LCD. Up and out. Here's the speaker port and the Wi-Fi card. We'll just pull the speaker cable right out. And we're going to unscrew the Wi-Fi card. Make sure to keep this screw separate for the Wi-Fi card, as that screw is specific to the Wi-Fi card. We'll then pull the Wi-Fi card straight out and disconnect it from the antennas. With this unit specifically, the antennas are built directly into the palm rest. As you can see, the cable here will then lead up, it'll lead around and up to both antennas. We are now going to unscrew and remove the daughter board. With the speaker, once it is detached from the motherboard, you can just pull it right out. Now we'll remove the motherboard. As you can see, there was a screw hiding under the Lenovo sticker here. You'll need to then pull the Wi-Fi cables down and around to detach it from the motherboard. Afterwards, the motherboard will just pop right out. It is still attached to the keyboard from underneath, We'll then flip the motherboard up like so, and then using our hand, we'll just go underneath, flip the ZIF connector down. Afterwards, the motherboard will disconnect. Now we'll remove the hinges connected here and here. And once those screws are removed, you can then open the unit and the palm rest will pop right out. We'll then take our new palm rest, line it up with the hinges, pop them into place, and then press down and close the hinges to hold the palm rest in place. And take our motherboard, like so. We'll have to take the keyboard ZIF, line it up, and really try to get it in place. I do have trouble with this, given the angle. Once it is in place, you can just flip the ZIF connector down. Then line the motherboard up with the ports. Now we will take the Wi-Fi antenna cables. We will run it through a copper lining from the motherboard to hold the wires in place, down and around, right here. We'll take our little bracket and put it in place for the motherboard. Take the daughter board, line it up with the ports, and it'll slide right into place. And then take the Wi-Fi card and slide it straight into the port. With our speaker, it has two holes which line up with these two posts. Put it in place and then run the line of the speaker through the bottom of the palm rest. This speaker also has the same two holes and two posts. And now the battery. We'll line the battery up with the screw mounts, and it will slide right into place. Now we'll get everything connected and screwed in, starting with the LCD. Just right. It'll slide right into the port, close. Same with the daughter board. The touchpad. The speaker. the Wi-Fi cables to the Wi-Fi card. You'll just line up each cable to one of these ports and press down. It is easier to do it without the card connected. And just press it into place. And then reinsert the card. Now we'll get everything tightened up. Always disconnect the battery first and reconnect the battery last, as to avoid cycling power through the system, which could cause shorts from attaching the speaker, touchpad, keyboard, and any other components, to avoid shorting the board or the component itself. Now, we will reattach the battery by sliding the cable right into the port. And take the bottom cover, line it up, and pop it into place. And we'll get these screws all tightened down. To verify the repair, take a 65-watt USB-C charger and insert it in the left of the unit. Once the unit has come on, we can verify our palm rest repairs by running our finger across the touchpad to show that the touchpad is functional. And by holding Control, Search, Escape, we can bring up a diagnostic menu, which has a built-in keyboard test. Which then shows us that the keyboard has been successfully installed. This verifies our repair. Sick.